To be well takes discipline. To be well, you got to deny the flesh. Nobody sets out to say, I'm going to kill myself. They don't realize that they feel the way they feel because of what they put in their bodies. It's just lack of knowledge. And the word says we perish for lack of knowledge. 3 principles to achieve optimal health. Number 1, eat God's food, meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grain, legumes. That's God's food. Principle number 2, eat it as close to its original state as possible. Eating it raw is going to be the most health benefits. So don't allow your belly to be your guide.
All of this stuff, all these vices, all these additives, stuff like that, is really like not allowing us to truly be the person that God designed us to be. Welcome to the Finally Healed podcast, where we prioritize mental health, self-care, and embracing our healing journey together. I'm your host, Jessica Lundy, and let me tell you, you need to prepare yourself for this episode. I have the queen, the health motivator, Rochelle T. Parks in the building. Welcome.
I'm excited to be here.
I am so excited for this episode. We're going to be talking about eating to heal. And I really want to break down your journey of when you decided to become a priority for your own health.
Okay, so we got to go way back, Jessica.
We got to go back. So let's tell the people a little bit about, because you've been married over 30 years.
Yes.
You've got 3 beautiful children.
Yes.
You have created this phenomenon where people might not have been so passionate about health. Health is one of those things where we know it's important, but it's like, we'll get to it one day. But you have helped over 10,000 people. Yeah. That's a massive number. Yeah. Help with chronic disease, like get their life back. You're literally influencing some of the most powerful people. Dr. Eric Thomas, #1 motivational speaker in the world.
Yes.
When you think of Change Chart, Dr. Darius Daniels, Tiffany Montgomery, these are huge names that you are making sure are healthy, that they can actually perform to the best of their ability.
Yes.
Based on your advice. Yes. As a professional, you have been able to do so much. And for the woman that is inspiring, now hundreds of thousands of people on social media, videos going viral. When we think about that woman, how she started, how she decided, I might have a lot going on. I'm a wife, I'm a mother, I'm in the military. I've got all this going on, but I have to be a priority too. What did that day look like?
Well, I would tell you that. So my journey, first of all, I've always had an interest in science and health. I was going to be the physician. I was going to go to medical school. Everybody in the room.
Me too. I was going to be an athletic trainer.
Okay. Yeah, I was going to be a pediatrician.
Okay, I love it.
So that was it. So I went to high school for the health professions in Houston, Texas. So
I was in the sports medicine program.
You see?
So I used to cheer, and then I would fix the athletes.
Oh, wow. So that's been me all my life, science and health. Everybody knew it. We know I didn't go to medical school, right? I did take the MCATs.
Okay.
I did, but by that time I knew that's not what I wanted. Yeah. But my interest in health never left. And so I just became the go-to person behind the scenes in the military, at my church. I was over the health ministry, always loved it. But before it was just physical fitness stuff. Yeah. It wasn't really nutrition.
Okay. There is a difference.
There is a difference, right? So you can be fit and still not well. You see? Yeah. So when I think of wellness, that's mind, body, and spirit, right? So nutrition didn't really happen. My eyes, I like to say, God removed the scales off my eyes. It was in 2009 when I was pregnant with my 3rd child at the time. And it was actually a friend of mine who came by our house and she gave me a book. It was called Eat This and Live by Dr. Don Colbert. She said, read this book. It's going to change it changed our lives. It's going to change your life. And I read that book and it was like God removed the scales off my eyes. And I realized I was killing my family with the food I was giving them. I literally sat my 2 children down at the time because I was pregnant with my 3rd. And I said, Mom, it's killing them. Literally. I told them the word.
How does it feel to say that? To admit that?
To me, it was empowering because I knew I could change it. Yeah. You see, I tell the people, if you did it, you can undo it. Yeah. Right? And so I was going down the wrong road. So we just need to switch. Right. We need to change. because I didn't know anything. Because it all looked good to me. Like I was eating trash. I grew up in Houston, Texas. I ate everything. The sweets, the fried foods, the soda, right? But there were no vegetables, right? So I had my friends show me what was good, what was bad. We cleared out my cabinets, my pantry, the refrigerator, and we started over. That was the beginning. And I knew from that point I was going to like heal my body, right, with God's food. And I just went from there. But that was the beginning. So physical fitness I've been doing already, right? I had already done a bodybuilding competition. I had already trained. Like I knew that part. Yeah. The nutrition part is something different. Because there are people right now who look fit but still are diabetic, still have high blood pressure. So it's not the fitness. We need it, but we need food more than anything. Like food, God's food heals the body. Like physical fitness doesn't heal the body. The food heals the body.
So why do we struggle so much with that? Like, it's the hardest thing to get that control of. Because people don't mind working out. It's like, listen, I can do a little brisk walk. I can go to the gym. I remember back in the day, and I don't know if they still do this. Remember when Planet Fitness used to have pizza?
Oh, yeah.
Bagels?
Uh-huh.
Like, what in the world?
Yeah. It's because fitness is not about wellness. See, fitness sometimes, that can be an idol. Yeah. Fitness is about the look. It's about, it's not about how you feel necessarily. Fitness is more about the look. When you're talking about being well, right? To be well takes discipline. Yeah. Somebody say, well, to be fit takes discipline too, but it's a different type. Like that's just total physical. Like to be well, that's mind, body, and spirit. That's a mental thing. You got to do some mental gymnastics to be well, right? Because you got to deny the flesh. Yeah. And that's the part, keeping the women deny the flesh. You're not denying the flesh to go work out. To be well, you got to deny the flesh. Yeah. And that's where people get hung up.
I remember when I had to admit to myself that I wasn't well. It took me looking at footage of myself. I had the opportunity to do a TEDx, major stage, right? So excited to see the footage. Look at the footage. I'm like, who is that? She's an amazing speaker, but who is that?
Who is that?
She looks familiar, but that can't be me, right?
Yeah.
I went to the doctor. They were like, you're pre-diabetic. I said, I'm sorry, what? I'm like, but I don't eat that much sugar. I don't eat that. And then I had to have an honest conversation with myself of like, I have to be consuming that sugar. That's right. I have to not be a priority. That's right. And being a caregiver for my daughter for the last 2 years, it became eating for convenience and not eating to fuel my body. So then I had to do a deep analysis of like, what am I putting in my body and why am I not a priority? And I'll never forget, as a new mom, you got the little bullet, little baby bullet. I'm cooking all the food, the little broccoli, all the stuff. Yeah. And then, but I'm still going to Chick-fil-A. So I'm thinking like, they're saying, well, all the stuff she got going on, she shouldn't have preservatives. Yeah. There was a time where, she can't have dairy form. She can't have nothing. Yeah. But I'm still eating the stuff that they're saying could kill her.
Make it make
sense.
And
it was just like, why are we killing ourselves? Why are we doing all of the discipline as wives? Sometimes preparing a really good meal for your husband. Yeah. But then you didn't prepare for them for yourself. So like, where does that come from women where we are not the priority? Like we can prepare a meal for everybody else. Yeah. But then we're the ones killing ourselves.
Well, I don't think women are looking at it like that. I just think they haven't connected the dots. That how they feel every day has everything to do with what they put inside their bodies. Like nobody sets out to say, I'm going to kill myself. Yeah. They don't realize that they feel the way they feel because of what they put in their bodies. Like nobody's made the connection. So I don't think it's about us putting ourselves last. Yeah. Like we are nurturers and that's kind of, but I think it's ignorance. Right? Yeah. They have not connected the dots. People tell me all the time, they're like, who knew? I've gone to all these doctors. Like nobody ever told me to eat God's food. Yeah. Who knew that something as simple as eating God's food could change all of this I got going on in my body? It's just ignorance. It's lack of knowledge. And the word says we perish for lack of knowledge. Right. And so they're told, people ask me for a meal plan, a workout plan. I say a meal plan ain't breaking no generational curses. Right. Yeah. That's not, no, it says we perish for lack of knowledge, not a lack of a meal plan. Yeah. I said, what we need is education. Yeah. Right. And so I want to educate you, teach you how this body works. Because once you learn and then you can make your own meal plan. So don't come to me about no meal plan. But I can give you this knowledge, though. Yeah. Nobody can ever take that away. And you can pass that on generation to generation. That's true. Right. And we can break it for real. So I tell the people, like, you are the hope for the generational health of your family. You are the hope.
So let's talk about this God's food. Now, it feels simple, right? Yeah. Because it's got to be real. Uh-huh. It's what he gave us.
That's right.
So why do we make it so hard? It's like we don't mind eating God's food, but we want to eat a little bit of Satan's dessert. You know what I mean? Well, can we mix up a little like
let's talk about what God's food is. Okay,
what is it?
Okay, God's food is meat,
Okay.
fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grain, legumes, right? That's God's food.
I feel like that includes a lot of things.
Yeah,
think about it.
Right. But that's not what people are eating.
Okay.
Like everything outside that is a lab experiment. So people are eating lab experiments, right? And so you talk about God's food. So I have these things called 3 principles, right? 3 principles to achieve optimal health. Number 1, eat God's food. I just said what that was, right? I'm going to say it again. Meat, fish, fruits, vegetables, nuts, seeds, grain, legumes. That's God's food. That's principle number 1.
Right.
Eat the food God called food.
Yeah.
Principle number 2, eat it as close to its original state as possible. So
not the saute, not the is. Okay.
But notice that the minute you change it from its original state, it's going to lose something, right? And so I would say, yes, eating it raw is going to be the most health benefit. So eat it as close to its original state as possible. So eat the apple versus drinking the apple juice, right? I mean, if you're making the vegetables, don't kill your vegetables, right? And I tell people, I know Big Mama, made it that way, but sometimes you got to consider the source.
That's true.
You see, Big Mama probably not well.
Yeah.
Okay, look at the people that you get these recipes from.
Yeah.
Okay, how they living,
Right.
How they feel, right? How many medications are they on? It's true. Okay, and so the broccoli shouldn't be mushy. The greens shouldn't be mushy. Those things, like, you're killing it. Like, there's no nutritional value. So eat as close to its original state as possible. And then principle number 3, do not allow any food to become your God.
So let's break that down. Because when listen, addiction is real, right? I just call myself in the beginning stage of breaking my addiction because I'm only about 3 months in, right?
Okay.
And then you had exposed to me earlier that the Lord's still working on me. Okay.
Yeah.
So I'm down about 23 pounds.
Okay,
I'm
praise God.
finally
Yes.
feeling like myself again. My energy's coming back. My mental clarity, the work is working, like eating real food. I ain't gonna lie, I did the cheat code. I got a chef helping me because I realized the process of me trying to prepare these meals was becoming a little bit too overwhelming.
That's smart.
And I'm in a delegation season, so I'm like, let me get some help by somebody who can count the macros and do all the stuff.
Yeah.
But breaking sugar, I didn't realize it was an idol because we just consume it so casually.
Yeah.
What is it about sugar? I mean, I know they say it will be illegal probably at this point if it was to be released. Why is it so hard to break that? And why does food become an idol?
Because it's all about this flesh. See, it's a spiritual thing.
It is spiritual.
It's spiritual.
Yeah.
Right? I believe how you do anything is how you do everything.
Yeah.
Right? And so if I tell people, once you get well, you break this addiction, you'll start to notice things getting so much better in other areas of your life. He used to say this quote, I have many of these quotes, but he used to say, you cannot compartmentalize greatness, but guess what? You can't compartmentalize mediocrity either. And so I promise you, it's showing up in other areas of your life, but it's about denying this flesh. And people do not want to, people think, especially for those of us who are, we've gone to school, we had a degree, we're accomplished, we're doing these great things. You're like, no, I deserve.
I deserve it.
I deserve to have this. Yeah. If I work hard, I did this, I deserve. What we deserve is death. Okay? That's what we deserve.
Yeah.
Right? And so God, that's gluttony.
Yeah.
It is. You understand? And so it says, don't allow your belly to be your God. Yeah. And that's what we're doing. We're allowing our belly to be our God. Right? And even though we know that when we eat God's food, we feel so much better.
Oh my God. The energy.
We have energy. We sleep well.
Yeah.
You get off medication. You release weight.
Yeah.
But yet we keep going back to this vomit. It's a trick of the enemy, right? And so it's about denying the flesh. So the sugar, though, it's they say it's more addictive than cocaine. Yeah. And it literally is, literally. I will tell the people, don't eat sugar of any kind, no sweetener of any kind, no. And they'll say, well, what about a sweet? No, I'll say, no potatoes. Well, what about a sweet potato?
We gotta get
Is that not a potato?
We gotta get a sweet potato.
But in their mind, it's like the sugar be like,
you'd be like, I need a little fix. I need a fix.
Ask her. It sounds ridiculous, but ask her anyway. Just ask her. It's the sugar. Yeah. Addiction. Yeah. Don't look at the person on the street that's strung out on coke. No. You're that person. You see? It's a socially accepted addiction. Yeah. We celebrate with sugar, so nobody sees that, but we look down on the person on the street on the corner that's strung out on crack. Yeah. We're strung out on crack. Because we'll get it at any cost, whatever. The body doesn't care. They say, give it to me, Harvey. I'll let you pick it. You want to give me white sugar? You want to give me stevia? You want to give me monk fruit? You want to give me honey? You want to give me brown sugar? You want to, like, dates? Like, whatever. Oh, no, give me a lot of fruit. I'll take that, too.
Because we want a smoothie.
Because we want a smoothie.
Yeah.
And it's all fruit.
Yeah.
Okay, I think we're doing something fresh from the gym and go get a smoothie. The body said, no, you can give it to me. Guess what? You're still an addict.
So what would you say is that first step for someone hearing this for the first time and they're like having to come to the realization of, oh my God, am I at, like, I promise you, I was reading that book it was a 40-day sugar fast. And the lady said, when you're happy, do you desire a treat? I was like, yeah. I'm reading a book. I was like, this is a good book, right? Yeah, I mean, like a treat.
Yeah.
And she said, when you sad, do you feel like you need some ice cream? I said, oh my gosh, you know my business. It's a good book. And she said, okay, that means the sugar is the idol. I said, I got to close the book. I was just trying to mind my business and it is comfort myself. And so what is it about these comfort foods that aren't very comforting?
Church of the enemy. I'm telling you, this thing is spiritual warfare. People better wake up.
You better wake up.
Okay.
Wake up.
It better wake up. John 10:10 says he comes to steal, kill, and destroy. Yeah. And for us, it's food. Yeah. This is the revelation God gave. He said, you know what? Especially us that believers. He said, no, these good Christian folk, they don't lie, cheat, steal, they pay the taxes. Okay. They ain't doing no blue collar, white collar. They don't, we don't have to lift a finger. Okay. Because they will kill themselves with the food they eat. Not do nothing to them. Wow. They will kill themselves. Just let them keep living. And that's what we're doing. That's literally what we're doing. That is literally what we are doing. The amount of sugar that we're consuming every day is just, it's mind-boggling. The amount of sodium. You understand? Because people don't even really talk about sodium that much, right?
Yeah.
So it says the average American should consume, that this is the average American who's healthy, should consume no more than 2,300 milligrams of sodium a day. But do you know how much that is? Do you really know how much sodium that is? Hell, that's only 1 teaspoon of sodium.
I'm sorry, you said teaspoon?
Teaspoon. That's only 1 teaspoon. You know how small a teaspoon is? And that's how much we should be consuming a day. Wow. 1 teaspoon. You mentioned Chick-fil-A.
No, don't. Come on. Oh my God, y'all. Like a little Chick-fil-A, my God.
That number one.
Not the number one.
Number one with that chicken, that bread, and the pickle. Okay, that's the number one.
The pickle's a vegetable.
Okay, we're gonna talk about that pickle. But let me tell you, Chick-fil-A.
Okay.
Let me tell you something. That one sandwich is 1,400 milligrams of sodium.
You said 1,400?
1,400. You only get 2,300 of that. That's before you eat one waffle fry.
You can't get no fries.
Okay, no, you know you're gonna get fries though.
You have to limit it because I'm sugar.
Okay,
stay home.
1,400 milligrams though. I promise you. And people wonder why they can't get off the blood pressure. And they'll say, "Well, I don't get that. I get the market salad. That's what they get. Yeah, it's about 1,000 milligrams of sodium in that. Yeah, the market salad with the grilled chicken. Yeah, when you try to be healthy. Yeah. You see, we perish for lack of knowledge." Right. And let's talk about that pickle. Let me ask you a question. What are pickles made of? The cucumber. Okay. What color is a cucumber? The inside.
White.
Okay, but what color is that pickle? Yellow. Is it yellow? Is it green? Yeah. So what makes green? What 2 colors make green? You remember, right, Phil? Yellow, blue makes green. So if you look at the ingredients label, right, nutrition label for that pickle, it'll say yellow 5 or blue orange. Because yellow and blue makes green. That's artificial colors. Linked to cancer, linked to ADHD. I mean, so many people.
People got to have that.
Oh, yeah.
I always thought something was weird, the way people was addicted. I don't know if you remember, it was a couple years ago, somebody killed somebody for that Popeyes. I'm thinking, what is in here? Yeah. Somebody would kill somebody.
Well, it's MSG. Monosodium glutamate is also, it's in the breading of the chicken. It's in the chicken and stuff. It's in the breading, right? Monosodium glutamate is a flavor enhancer, and it makes you like desire the food, right? And so you're addicted to it. Right? But MSG affects the brain.
Yeah.
You see, so a lot of people with Chick-fil-A having headaches and things like that. I mean, it's just crazy.
It is crazy.
So we are killing ourselves. So that's what I'm saying. I had to sit my kids down and say, Mommy is killing you. Yeah, we got to change. Right? I didn't feel like a Proverbs 31 woman. I did not.
That day.
Okay, not that day. I'll be like, I feel like he's building up my home. I'm bringing it down.
Yeah.
Right? So I had to change. So I said, no, we can't do McDonald's. We can't do Chick-fil-A. We can't do Popeyes. Like, we can't do these things anymore. No more fruit punch. No more Kool-Aid jammers. No more. These are things I put in my son's lunch. No more honey buns and Dunkin' Sticks and pecan torts. Like, this is all the trash, Doritos, but this is what we're feeding our babies. Takis, and we're just killing them.
It's crazy. Once you start becoming a label person, and that's what I had to do with my daughter, I didn't realize, like, all of this stuff. Like, not even just, because I always say, those first ones, the first couple of videos are important, but those are, like, terrible. You're like, terrible. Oh, my God.
Yeah. I mean, it's bad. It's really bad.
Yeah. So for the person that's hearing this for the first time, and I feel like their heart is like, you know what I mean? And they might actually be crying at this point, realizing what they've done for themselves, what they've done to their children, possibly even their grandchildren.
Yeah.
Where do they start? Because I think it has to start with the mindset first, right? Like, they know the instruction. They got to eat God's food. Mm-hmm. But how do they, like, shift? Because you're really going against society, going against the grain, going against what Big Mom said. Yeah. You know what I mean? We getting ready to go in the holiday season. Yeah. Like, this is everybody's, like, hardest time.
Yeah.
And some people are excited about the new year. We'll kind of get into that, too. But, like, where's that first mind shift to say, like, maybe even admitting, like, that you're an addict?
Yeah, you know what I mean? This is good. So, first of all, I want to encourage the people.
Yeah.
I want to encourage them to know, like, this is what I tell my people. If you did it, you can undo it. You understand? Like, when you understand that God's food heals the body. Like, so Hippocrates said, let food be thy medicine, medicine be thy food, right? Food is the foundation to optimal health. So whatever it is you got going on, I want to encourage them, whatever it is, whether it's type 2 diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, obesity, thyroid issues, low libido, because people dealing with that, low energy, whenever sleep apnea, whatever it is you got going on, we can reverse it with God's food. Like, I've literally helped thousands upon thousands of people. People have had, I've stopped people from getting hip replacement surgeries, knee replacement surgeries, like, with God's food. Things that they told my husband, you're going to be on medication for the rest of your life. And we got him off in 8 days. Yeah. With God's food.
8 days is crazy.
8 days. I've got people off medication in 1 day, 2 days.
Wow.
With God's food, right? So I want to encourage them, first of all, to say, you know what? It doesn't matter where you are. Just know that you can change. We can reverse it. But so to change, you have to change. This ain't about prayer. This is about you make work. So, we got to do some work, right? Say faith without works is dead. So we got to change. And so, we can just start with some simple things. Like, I tell people, can you eat a salad a day? Yeah. Can we just start with a salad, right? Can we, instead of having the fries, if you're going to do the burger, instead of doing the fries, I may add a salad or some broccoli too. Yeah. Like substitute, like just start doing it that. I'm not a wiener dog. I'm a cut it.
Yeah.
I cut it. Okay.
Oh,
okay, but I understand we're going into the holidays and people will be like, Rochelle, I'm not paying no attention to you. I'm not going to do it. So we can just start making some modifications, right? Here's some things we're going into the holidays. How about, here's the order in which you can eat your food.
Okay. Tell us, break us down.
Okay, here's the order in which you can eat your food. And this is just to mitigate spiking of the blood sugar. Okay? We're going to have turkey. We're going to have cornbread dressing. We're going to have mac and cheese. We're going to have collard greens. We're going to have candy yams. We're going to have dessert.
And you're making me hungry.
Okay, these are the things that people are about to eat, right?
Yeah.
I said, the first thing you want to do, let's pad that stomach with some vegetables. Okay? Yeah. So you start with the collard greens, okay, and some protein, right? Let's pad it with some vegetables, okay? Then you can start bringing on, okay, the mac and cheese. But let's mitigate the spiking of that blood sugar. So let's pad it with some vegetables, right? Then you do it on the mac and cheese. There are really no healthy fats during Thanksgiving. And then the last thing you want to do is that dessert. But this is what I tell my people. After you eat, go for a walk.
Yeah, get that movie.
Yeah. Don't eat and get on the couch. No, I don't do that. No, don't do that.
It just be so tempting the way it hits you.
I know. That tryptophan, okay? It's real. Go for a walk. Yeah. Go for a walk. And then, you have to drink your calories. I know we want the sweet tea and all that, but I'm just giving you some hacks. Drink water.
That's been a game changer for me, though.
Drink water. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? If you're going to go for the dessert, like, I'd rather you have the dessert than the sweet tea. Yeah. But you can't have both. You got to choose one. And I'm talking to the person or the people who know they have issues. Yeah. Now, if a person is like, you know what, bro, I'm good all year. This is my one time. Okay, go for it. But for the person that know he or she has issues, these are some things you can do. Do your vegetables first, your vegetables, your protein. Then you start adding on the carbs to your mac and cheese, your candy yams, or whatever, your cornbread dressing. Last thing you can eat is that sweet potato pie, apple pie, whatever. And then go for a walk. And then have water instead of the sweet tea or the juice or whatever it is that you choose to have.
And what a beautiful thing to do with your family. Yeah. Like, we like to do the evening walks. You know what I mean? That's kind of nice. So y'all can walk and talk. Y'all can go back home later and play cards and do all that.
Absolutely.
But just get out here, get that fresh air.
Absolutely.
I think that's
you're going to feel better, too.
Absolutely.
You're going to feel better. You're really going to feel better. So that's just some things you can do because you're not going to cut it. You still don't have it, but at least eating it in that order is going to help mitigate the spiking in that blood sugar. You go a whole lot better.
That's helpful.
Yeah.
So listen, the new year will be here before we know it. It's really knocking on our door. I'm super excited. This year, I'm actually going to be doing a planning event. I'm going to be covering some women plan for the end of the year.
Good.
So give us some tips, because I know some of the goals that women are going to be setting are going to be health related, some fitness related, hopefully mental health related. I've been trying to encourage people to do some mental health goals.
Yeah.
Because if you don't prepare for your mental health, like, it can take you out. So tell us some of the goals that you feel like are realistic. Because I think sometimes people can set themselves up to fail, and that's why it'd be 2 weeks in, and then people then forgot all about the plans they made. So if you can give them any type of strategy so that they can actually stick with them.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying, this year?
It's good. So I have this thing called BMW.
Okay.
Bare minimum workout.
Like that.
Okay. Bare minimum workout. Okay. You start with it. Like, create your BMW. So first of all, let's talk about whatever level of frequency you want it to be. 2 days a week, 3 days a week. I'm thinking minimum 2 days a week, but preferably 3 days a week for whatever. So, and whatever it is you feel like you can do, however many days a week that is. So that can be, you know what, 3 days a week, I'm going to at least walk 30 minutes. I'm going to do 10 jumping jacks and 30-second plank. Whatever it is, like, you create it. But whatever it is something that you feel like you can do. So I don't want to create it because what I create may be too much for you. So it's something, so you have to ask yourself, what is it that I can do? For some people, you know what, Coach, I think I can walk 30 minutes a day. Okay, that's your BMW.
Yeah.
Because here's the game changer that people really don't know. People look at these guns, right?
I was like, hey, we got to get to the arms.
Listen.
The people are asking. I already know they ask.
People are afraid because they think, you're going at me doing all this crazy stuff. Every single person I've coached, the only thing I've ever asked them to do is walk.
Wow.
Like, all of these amazing testimonies.
Yeah.
That's it. I just need you to walk. Because it's not about the exercise. It's about this food.
Yeah.
And people have lost hundreds of pounds just by walking. Because you want me to tell you?
Yeah.
So here's the thing.
Okay.
People think they lose weight by caloric deficit. Mm-hmm. No, I teach people you're going to lose weight by sugar deficit. Okay? It's a sugar deficit.
Okay.
Because what we do is we have these sugar pockets.
Let me tell you something. You just taught me something.
Okay.
I thought it was my caloric deficit the reason I'm losing weight.
I don't count no calories.
It's because I've cut the sugar.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow.
That's right. Yeah. I don't count no calories, no macros, micros. I ain't even none of that. Okay. Because when you eat God's food, you don't have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
When you eat, anything you eat, right, it's going to break down the glucose, right? Sugar, right? It's in your bloodstream. And so the pancreas, secretes the insulin. The insulin goes and grabs the glucose, right, and kicks it into the cells and then metabolizes it as energy, right? Because the body uses that as energy. So if you're not putting sugar in your body, so like you're eating vegetables, that's minimal sugar, right? So the body is going to look and say, okay, there's no sugar in this bloodstream, but we need sugar to move. So where does it go? Go in these sugar pockets. Oh, here's some here. Here's some here. Here's some here. Right? It starts to burn these sugar pockets. It starts to release this weight. So that's how my people are losing. They're like, how am I losing 20 pounds in less than 30 days? Because we in these sugar pockets.
Okay, we got to get them.
Wow, we got to get in these pockets.
Yeah.
Right? It's not calories.
Wow.
I promise you, sugar ain't sweet. It's my name. Yeah, damn sugar ain't sweet. Yeah. It's not. It's the sugar. We lose weight by sugar deficit. I'm telling you, if people just can cut this sugar, we're going to release it and never find it again. That's not, notice I say release it. Now we lose it. We find it.
Right, we going to find it in
order. I need to release the weight, to be done with it. Just be done. Because when you have this education and you know, like, you know what? This is what I'm feeling, this low energy or this, I'm taking this medication. If I can get rid of this thing just by changing what I eat and never have to deal with it again,
it's worth it.
It's worth it. I can have my life back, my energy. I mean, people are doing things they thought they would never do.
Yeah.
Bro, I thought I would never run again. And now they're running.
Yeah.
I thought I was going to be on this medication for the rest of my life. So I have this Q&A call with my program. We have a call every day, Monday through Friday, and I get on sometimes. I have coaches that run it, but I get on a few days a week just to hear the people. This one lady said, she said, this was her testimony. She said, this was for the first time ever I could travel and not have to take medication. Wow. Like I didn't have to pack it. I didn't have to go to the pharmacy to fill my prescription before I travel. Making the travel plans around their pharmacy visits.
Wow.
So it's like a new life for people. It is a new life, yeah. To not have to worry about medication again. And it's all just from changing what you put in your body. right? And not being perfect, because I'm not perfect.
Yeah.
I know people think I'm not vegan.
Yeah.
I'm not vegetarian, right?
Plant-based.
I'm not of it, right? I eat meat. I don't do pork, right? I try to stay away from artificial colors and things like that. But I like a burger and fries too, and a milkshake.
Yeah.
I like pizza.
Yeah.
I like cookies. I like ice cream. Yeah. Right? It's about getting this health bank account in the black first, though. And that's what I tell my people. Like, if you're in the red, you don't need those things. What you need is to eat more of God's food. Once you get in the black, and then you pad the account.
You got
to pad the account first. You got to make, because that's the thing. I think of it as like your financial bank account. Like, you may be in the black, but if you only got $2 to make, you can't write $100 check.
That's true.
Right? So as soon as the person get well, they want to go celebrate with someone that made them sick.
Yeah.
I'm like, no, let's pad the account. Right? Because you're trying to write checks that your body cannot cash. Let's pad the account first, right? And then if you want to make this withdrawal every now and then, you can do that. And it's okay. That's living. That's life. That's why I don't do diets. I don't do any of it. I don't call it anything. People say, what do you do?
And you look amazing.
Oh, praise God. Thank you.
Yeah. They're so inspiring.
Thank you. At 54.
At 54.
Come on.
54 and fine.
Come on. I love
Inspiring the world.
Yeah.
This has been so beautiful. So one of our favorite segments is called the healing moment.
Yes.
And this is an action item for the woman that's watching this. If you could give them just one thing that they could maybe do this week.
Okay.
That they can put into place.
Put that coffee down.
Oh, Jesus. I feel attacked. That's my one thing. Okay, because everybody got that one vice. The coffee, you just be like, and then, I'm that person that be like, it's really just a half a cup. Cause
what you going to put in the tea?
I don't like to put anything in tea.
Okay.
I'm one of them people where hibiscus tea, is that fine?
Okay. Is it sweet to you?
Slightly.
Okay. Then
It don't have it. It's my habit.
If it's sweet to you, then
It's floral.
Okay. Is it sweet to you?
I guess the definition would be yes.
Okay, then that's what you do. You understand? You see
what
the
you're saying.
mind?
Yeah,
You see
I
how
see what you're saying.
the mind will.
Your mind is like, it's a little. It's
the mind is like, where can I get the sugar? You see what I'm saying?
Addiction, you're right.
That's an addiction. So when say, well, what's wrong? I only do 1 cup a day. I said, then you're a 1 cup a day addict. That's it. Why we got the?
You're right.
That's what it is, and it's hard for people to accept.
That's true.
Cut it, Coach Rye. It's nothing that I have every day.
Yeah.
Water. I have no hold. It's no hold on me. None. You can't give me with no cookies, no cake, no coffee. That thing got a hold on people.
It does.
Okay.
Like so refreshing in the morning.
You know what I do every morning? Warm lemon water. It's so refreshing.
You're right.
It's cleansing my organs, keep everything flowing and going.
Yeah.
That's all we need. And I feel great. Do that and I go out there and run my 5, 6, 7, 8 miles without. I feel great. I have nothing. Yeah. It feels good to feel good. Yes.
Freedom. That is freedom, though.
That's what I was supposed to say. It feels good to know that nothing has a hold on me. You can't dangle. Come on, Eve. You can't dangle no carrot in front of my face. You can't. You can't get me with that. And that's people are getting got. Food, beverage, whatever. Sugar.
Okay.
However they want to hide it. They want to do it in pasta and bread and whatever. Donuts, pastries, coffee, tea. What? Potato, sweet potato. They say, I'm going to go sweet potato. Is it tickling your fancy? And I'm not saying sweet potato is bad because they'll be like, well, Coach wrote fruit and you said fruit is God's food. Yeah. But you didn't have fruit 2 weeks ago. Now I'm telling you can't have sugar. Now you want to have fruit. It becomes your candy.
You're right.
You see? So don't be trying to, I'm not, come on, y'all. Wake up.
I thought I was woke. I only got one eye open. Listen, this has been amazing. This has been amazing. I guess that's been the one last thing I've been holding on to is the coffee. So,
But if you just stop it, if you would stop it. No, if you would stop it, right, and break the addiction. Yeah. Go through, because some people may go through a little withdrawal.
It is withdrawal. It is a withdrawal process.
You see?
Yes.
This is how a person can know if they're an addict. Okay. If they stop whatever it is they do daily and their body reacts to it, then you know it was an addiction.
Wow.
It was a drug.
Yeah.
If you get a headache, you get irritable.
I get headaches. Because I didn't try to get off coffee a couple times.
Okay, you
have them headaches are the worst.
Okay, then come on now.
You have headaches, and then you be like, well, let me just go back. Yeah, so I want them headaches.
Lord have mercy. Lord Jesus, help us. Okay, listen to this. Okay. You're telling me by stopping something, your body has an adverse reaction to it because you're not putting a substance in your body. That's what's happening. Can that be good? Yeah, that can't be good. That is a true sign of an addiction. Your body is saying, where's my stuff? The stuff you usually give me every day. I'm looking for it. And if you don't give it to me, I'm about to have a fit up in here.
Yeah.
That's an addiction now. That right there is saying, now I got to hold you accountable to that. We're going to have to stop it. You got to stop it.
Yeah.
You're going to be free.
Yeah.
It's freedom.
It is real.
Nothing.
And I do like a little lemon water. So I could go
Get your lemon water.
in the morning.
Go back to it. Leave that sugar on. You go get a little headache. No, it's only temporary.
It is temporary.
It's temporary. Once you break through, you're through.
Yeah.
And once you're done, ever so often,
Yeah.
you want to have whatever, ever so often. Yeah. Some people be like, you know what? Just one day a week I have. I think you can't get addicted one day a week.
Yeah. Okay.
That everyday thing though, that's an addict.
Yeah.
That's an addict. I don't care how you slice it.
Yeah.
I challenge that. That's an addict.
Yeah.
Tea, you put in something, that's an addict. Bread every day, that's an addict. Potatoes every day, that's an addict. The body doesn't know the difference. I told you between the honey and the honey bun.
Yeah.
It doesn't know the difference. It processes it differently, but it doesn't know the difference. It still lighten up the brain, still get that dopamine hit, just like cocaine. So the only way to stop it is to stop it.
Woo, Jesus. I know this was going to be therapeutic. I knew it was going to feel like a workout. Like, I know it's going to feel like I got punched in the face, but I know I was going to be bleeding out on the white couch, Lord. But this is the wake-up call that I need. It's the wake-up call that you watching this need. Like, we all need the wake-up call so that we can be the person that we were destined to be. Because all of this stuff, all these vices, all these additives, stuff like that, is really like not allowing us to truly be the person that God designed us to be. And if we really want to be our best selves, we really want to be our most authentic selves, we got to actually figure out what we actually enjoy that's on the list of God's fruits, not what we've settled to have out of convenience or out of laziness or out of addictions.
Yeah, that is true. True story. When I started my business in 2012, right? So the name of my company is Rochelle. That's my name, Rochelle Trinise Parks, right? I said, I need a scripture, that goes with my business. I need a scripture. I went to the Bible and I flipped it open. I just opened it up and my eyes went straight to 3 John 1 and 2. In the translation it says, "Dear friends, I pray that all is well with you and that you are as healthy in body as you are strong in spirit." And I said that part. I said, because we sold out for Christ now. Yeah. Okay. But this healthy in body, we're lacking. Yeah. Right? And we cannot serve the way God would have us to serve if we're not healthy in body. We cannot. I don't care how fire a person think they are, how much they think they're quote unquote killing it, or I promise you, you're leaving, in this figure of speech, money on the table because you're not well, right? There's more to do, but we can't do it because we're sick or we're not as well as we could be. And I want people to be whatever God would have them to be. Right? And he's told us what to eat.
This is so good. Tell them about the masterclass that you have. Because I know they're probably thinking like, man, what's next? Because I know you done got people fired up. I know my husband over there in the corner like, man, what's she going to do tomorrow? What she want she going to want that coffee? I ain't going to do it. I'm going to really stick to it. You know what I'm saying? Like my daughter deserves for me to be around. That's it. You know what I'm saying? And I deserve to get everything that God designed me to have. So that part, I'm done.
Yeah, so I have a program called Sugar and Sweet Academy, right? It's a 6-week program, and that's it, showing people how to reverse chronic illness with God's food. And so how you get into the program is you first attend my masterclass. I do a free masterclass 7 days a week, every day, 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Get on there about 2.5 hours and listen to me teach, okay? Because again, I believe we have to be educated. So that's why I call it, it's an academy. Yeah. Sugar and Sweet Academy is what it's called, because you're actually in school, you're learning. Yeah. That program has just helped thousands and thousands of people. It's simple. See, this is what I know about God. God is simple.
He is.
I mean, the things he tells, there's nothing hard about. People say, well, what are the people doing? These are 3 things people are doing. Eating God's food, moving their bodies, and drinking water. Yeah. Isn't that simple? That's it. There are no pills, powders, potions. I don't count. Ain't no counting nothing. You don't get no scale, calories, macros. None of that. That's all we're doing. That's all I teach them to do. But in that academy, though, you're learning how to shop. You're learning how to read labels. You're learning the dangers of these artificial colors and sweeteners and MSG, you're learning like the toxins that are in the food. You're learning the benefits of drinking water, moving your body. You learn how the body works. I have this thing called the cell theory, right? Have you heard me talk about the cell theory?
Yeah.
Okay, so real quick. I'm going to do this quick biology lesson, okay? So I say, if you break us down to our most basic unit, right? Like if you break a person down, boop, all the way down to the bottom, we're made of cells, right? Now, this is the process it goes. Cells make up tissues. Tissues make up organs. Organs make up organ systems, and organ systems make up the organism, which is the person. In our bodies right now, we have trillions of cells. Trillions, okay? Those cells, so here's something I read in the book. It says it takes 19 vitamins and minerals with 9 amino acids with the perfect protein to make a perfect cell. And if you're missing one nutrient, you're making imperfect cells for 7 days, right? Those imperfect cells manifest into disease. So it's one root cause of disease, and that's malfunction of cells. But here's a question I have. Well, where are those nutrients? Where do we get the nutrients from? Food, right? So food is the foundation. If you're eating God's food, it's going to make healthy cells, which will make healthy tissues, which will make healthy organs, which will make healthy organ systems. So you say, what do you mean organ systems? Reproductive system, cardiovascular system, central nervous system, right? Integumentary system, lymphatic system. Like it's 14 systems, right? If you have healthy organ systems, you're going to be a healthy person. But the converse is also true if you eat unhealthy food, i.e. Chick-fil-A, Panera Bread, Wendy's, McDonald's, right? You're going to have unhealthy cells, unhealthy tissues, right? Organs, organ systems. You're going to be an unhealthy person. But here's the beauty when I say if you did it, you can undo it. It doesn't matter where you are. Because we have those trillions of cells, right, in our bodies, your body is replacing 3.8 million new cells every second of your life. Wow. Every second of your life. That's how my husband got on medication in 8 days. We started giving them healthy food, right? And we started replacing those 3.8 million new cells every second with God's food. Wow. And it just reverses. So if you did it, you can undo it.
That's why education is so important.
That's why education is, you see. So
because when you know all of this, that's why you're like, well, how can I go back now? But if you don't know,
then you think I'm doomed. You think it runs in my family. Yep. Y'all, it's nothing running in your family.
Yeah.
Please, nothing. I don't care how many people had it. Look at how they ate.
Right.
They probably all ate the same too. Diabetes doesn't run in your family. High blood pressure, obesity, high cholesterol, nothing runs in your family. And even for those that say, okay, cancer, there's about a 10% genetic predisposition to cancer. 10%. Who's in control of the other 90%? And it starts with what you put in your mouth. So I'm just trying to kill all the myths.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, we got to take ownership.
Yeah.
However you feel, you did it.
Yeah.
But the encouragement is that if you did it, you can undo it. So this is not me like punching in your gut. Well, I do try to punch you.
I'm sore.
Okay, you may have a little punch or two, okay? But it's empowering.
It is empowering.
Because you know, like, it doesn't matter. If you did it, you can undo it, though.
Yeah.
Once you have this information. Okay? So now you must consider everything you put in your mouth.
Yeah.
Is it building me up or breaking me down? Because it ain't no in between. Everything. Is this building me up or breaking me down? That's what you have to ask yourself. Everything you put in your mouth. When you think of them 3.8 million cells every second of your life, is that not a game changer?
Listen, I will never eat the same again. We was gonna order lunch after this. I know my team is like, y'all, we still getting Chick-fil-A. Like, what are we doing here? Like, this has been life changing. And when I think about this information changing generations with the right information and like the structure that you've created, like this is phenomenal. Like, you changed my life. Like in this brief conversation, like my life has been completely changed, and I'm grateful for the way in which God is using you to change our whole generation.
Praise God.
Like when I think about the amount of people coming off of medication and like changing the trajectory of their family, like, and this even goes so deep as like people not even being able to get into finances. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? Like people in that cycle of poverty, they're like wondering why this all happened. Not realizing that if they were feeding their minds with the right food, like they will be able to even think faster and create inventions and do all of this stuff.
Let me tell you something though. That's real. I don't know if you've heard of the gut-brain connection, right? So it's no coincidence that you could eat something, right, and have you feeling a certain way mentally, okay?
Yeah.
Well, the converse is also true. You can have something going on with you mentally, and it can affect your digestive system, right? Something like you could be nervous, all of a sudden you don't have an appetite, you feel nauseous, whatever. It's a connection. So what you put in your body affects your mental state, right? And so people, you think about people with any type of, mental health issue, or even children dealing with things like ADHD and things like that. Food it makes a difference. Even kids that are dyslexic and things like that, it makes a difference. Yeah. Not even the food, but household products you use. Yeah. Okay, all those things. Okay, don't get me talking about Clorox and all this and Febreze and all that. Oh, that's bad. What you put on your skin? Oh, that's bad. 60% of what you put on your skin goes directly to your bloodstream. So I know the ladies that all Bath and Body Works and all that is
I'm close on all that.
It's killing you. It's killing your cells, right? So it's so much deeper than what people know. I just talk about food, but I can go into a whole lot of stuff, because it's just a lot. But that's why we're sick. That's why we're sick. Like cancer rates through the roof. Just obesity is through the roof. I mean, everything. Like we have to learn this thing because we can't depend on the government. I mean, they're not for us. We have to know for ourselves. Can't depend on them. FDA is not. They're not looking out for you. They authorize this stuff. They authorize Splenda to be on the shelf, even though that's an artificial sweetener that's killing people. We have to know. Yeah.
Well, I appreciate you helping us get our power back and helping women to finally heal.
Yeah.
And to be a priority. Like this has been amazing. Any parting words?
I just want you to know that whatever you're feeling today, whether you have low energy, whether you deal with diabetes, high blood pressure, high cholesterol, obesity, like inflammation, back pain, it doesn't matter. I need you to know that better can be had by you too. So I invite you to join my free masterclass. It's at IamTheHopeMasterclass.com. That is it. It's very simple. Go there. If nothing else, just get the information. Okay, get the information. If you feel led to join the Sugar Ain't Sweet Academy, I'd love to have you. I'd love to help you reverse your chronic conditions. I'm Rochelle T. Parks everywhere on social media, on Facebook, on Instagram, TikTok, YouTube. Rochelle T. Parks. That's where you'll find me.
This has been another episode of the Finally Healed podcast with Jessica Lundy. I hope you are feeling encouraged, blessed, excited, in the overflow, right? Ready to change. And if you have enjoyed this, please share this. This is good information. Good information deserves to be shared with the people that you say you love. Remember, you got this.
So women always ask me, how do I do it all? Being a wife for 10 years, a mother, an international keynote speaker, a keynote writing coach. I am so blessed to occupy so many spaces, and I am ready to give you all of the goods. I've never done a workshop quite like this before, but I am ready. It is time for us to get in our PJs and have a new year, new me. Bump that. New opportunities, new mindset, new habits, new money. Okay, going into the new year, we are gonna have a packed 2-hour workshop where we're gonna be releasing some stuff from the past. We're gonna be planning from the new year. This is an event that you cannot afford to miss. I know that you are tired of playing small. You know that greatness is inside of you, and I want to pull it out of you so that you can truly launch into the best version of yourself. So to learn more, click the link below. You've got this, and I can't wait to party with you virtually.